It's me, Jeffrey-o, and I'm here with my brother Alfluigi.
Stop it.
What, you don't like the accent?
No one likes the accent.
Yeah, good point. Welcome to Reel, the movie review show produced entirely by the video production students here at Hennepin Technical College.
In case you couldn't tell today, we are reviewing Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was produced by Universal Pictures in collaboration with Illumination Studios and Nintendo. If you haven't seen it, we're going to run the trailer for you right now.
Let's go!
Stop.
Sorry.
Okay.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Wow, yay.
But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem. Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now! Ah! Get it off, get it off, get it off!
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
The computer animated adventure comedy film that is created and based on a very popular Super Mario video game franchise. The movie was produced by Universal Pictures, Illumination, and Nintendo. It was distributed by Universal and was directed by Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath, and was written by Matthew Fergel. The assembled voice cast includes Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Seth Rogen, and Fred Armisen. The origin of the film is about Italian-American brothers, Mario and Luigi, who are plumbers that end up getting transported to an alternate world where they become entangled in a battle with the Mushroom Kingdom, which was led by Princess Peach, and the Koopas, which was led by Bowser.
While they were working underground to fix a water main, the Brooklyn plumbers and brothers Mario and Luigi were transported through a strange and mysterious pipe which led them to a magical new world. But these siblings get separated and a great and epic adventure begins.
Before we give a deeper dive into this heroic tale, let's take a scene from the movie.
Mario, why do you look like a bear? What is this?
The raccoon suit, or also known as the Tanuki suit, is my personal favorite. Fly around, and he's an adorable raccoon.
Huh? You get the right power-up and you can fly. You get a different one, you might end up in a cat suit.
The cat suit is fantastic.
He looks adorable.
Has cat-like reflexes and sharp claws. But looks like an adorable character that you just want to squeeze.
Meow.
The superstar makes you unstoppable.
It's like the best possible thing.
You want this?
Getting that power-up in the video game was always the most satisfying experience. The whole movie, you're just like, it's gotta happen.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Huh? One of the great things about Nintendo, and especially the Mario Brother games, is that they're made for people of all skill levels, all ages. No matter how good you are at Super Mario Brothers, you get the superstar. For 15 seconds, you are the best player in the world. It's like, I'm terrible at this game, but not for 15 seconds.
I was not terrible at the game.
Well, you
I was very good at
were
it.
terrible at one point.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Currently, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has grossed $1.3 billion worldwide. Not bad for a film with a $100 million budget. It not only has the record for top opening weekend for a video game adaptation, it also is the highest grossing video game adaptation ever. And it achieved that in just 1 week.
In 1993, a live-action Super Mario Bros. Film was released that was so bad, both critically and commercially, that Nintendo stopped licensing its intellectual property for film adaptations for 26 years, finally taking a chance on 2019's Detective Pikachu. Thankfully, Pikachu's success helped pave the way for Nintendo's flagship characters to finally get a decent film adaptation.
Because of Nintendo's work with Universal Parks and resource to create Mario-themed attractions, Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto was introduced to Illumination's animation director Chris Miliandri. The two found out that creative process was similar, and the two hit off so well, Miyamoto picked Miliandri to head his team for a Mario film. Discussions began in 2016, and in 2018 it was announced that Miyamoto and Miliandri will be the co-producers. Teen Titans Go director Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic were announced as the film directors in 2021.
Instead of taking an irreverent approach like with Teen Titans Go, Horvath and Jelenic wanted to do the opposite. In an interview with Animation Magazine, Jelenic said, "When people first heard our names attached to the movie, they expected we'd do the Teen Titans Go treatment to Mario. But every project we come to, we make new choices depending on who the audience is and what we're going for." Horvath and Jelenic said they wanted to show how gamers win the game by not giving up, despite repeatedly making mistakes, and did this by turning it into a character quality of Mario's. They also wanted to emphasize Princess Peach's leadership qualities by not only making her a badass, but also by helping her save Mario, rescue the kidnapped Luigi. A role reversal from the games.
You know what's not a game? Real life. And real life requires us to pay bills. So we'll be back right after a short commercial.
We really try and keep track of what's going on in the world as far as what are the trends. And so when a student comes here, they're learning the marketing aspects of video production with turnkey. So they learn how to write, storyboard, and capture video, set lights, set audio, and then they learn how to edit everything from start to finish.
We believe that we are providing a transformative educational experience. It's hands-on, it's project-based, it's portfolio-based, it's based on real-world industry experiences.
They take deep dives on all of these. You know, a lot of the classes are tiered, so you get an entry-level course and then an advanced, and then you get your capstone projects where you're bringing them all together. So it's nice the way that they structure it and help you get a deeper understanding of stuff that you may or may not have thought you already had a good handle on.
This is the best Super Mario Bros. Film ever made. But just because a film does well at the box office doesn't make it a great film. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad movie. It actually has quite a lot going for it. For starters, the animation is gorgeous. Illumination updated their lighting and rendering technology for this film, and it shows. The production design is very faithful to the source material, and even the musical score has snippets of various themes from the games sprinkled in. And it's not just music cues. This movie is packed with game references, both of the Mario universe and Nintendo's catalog in general, some of which are really deep pulls. Anybody else remember Mario and Luigi's boss Spike from the 1985 game Wrecking Crew? I do. You can pause nearly every scene and find some kind of nostalgic reference in the background. Unfortunately, the fan service is what this film does best, as the script is sorely lacking. I don't mind that the plot is simple, that's how the games are too. But really early on I realized that the script is squarely in the kids movie category, with no emotional weight, and it never elevated to an everybody movie category like the Lego Movie or Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This was both surprising and disappointing, since this movie's from Illumination, who did the Despicable Me franchise, which, like the films I just mentioned, do not feel like just kids movies. When you consider the fact that Mario's been around since 1981, the built-in fan base for this film is, to be honest, mostly adults, yet the script was aimed squarely at children. That's a huge disservice to most of your audience. And it's like the filmmakers knew that, so they worked really hard to have lots of nostalgia moments for the adults, but they often felt forced, particularly the inclusion of pop songs from the 80s. The vocal performances of the cast are fine, but nothing really stands out as spectacular. Jack Black is probably the best, but even then he's mostly just being Jack Black. Ultimately, I'm giving the Super Mario Bros. Movie 3 out of 5 reels, because while it's a perfectly fine movie, it could have been a great movie.
This is a movie where if you want to chill with your kids, spouse, or with your friends, it's a good pick. But if you're looking for a cinematic masterpiece, then it's a no. The humor was alright, and the animation was very good. I really did not expect them to go all in for the Mario movie. Everything was super detailed, like their looks, their hair, Bowser's skills, you know. The soundtrack was also really good. Loved how they edited the classical tunes from the game into the film. But when it got to the plot, that is where I feel it got really flat for me. There was a lot of few inconsistencies, like Toad not having to go through enough same trial as Mario to join the team. On the subject of Toad, he was actually the star and the saving grace of the movie. He was very funny, smart, and brave. Princess Peach, on the other hand, her personality was just changing like the weather from the UK. Every single minute of the movie, she had a different personality. Right now, she's a badass warrior princess. Later, she's some Princess Daisy. Later, she's a lover girl. To me, they turned away from who she actually is from the game. Donkey Kong's character was very zesty, and Bowser was very lonely. Speaking of Bowser, I liked his character a lot. I mean, all the guy wanted was someone to love. However, the game references were cool, and the music, like I said earlier, was a great homage to the original games. But that still doesn't make up for the flat and random plot points and quite boring writing to me. I felt they could have done better with the writing. Overall, it's not the best movie if you played the Nintendo Mario games like I did when I was a child. It's definitely a movie to watch, especially if you want something to chuckle and take something off your mind. And that's why I'll be giving it a 3 out of 5 reels, because it was not a bad movie at all. I just felt the writing and the plot was a bit lazy, and they really could have done way better with the writing. So 3 out of 5 was fair to me.
All right, Alvin, I think we come to the end of today's show. Just to let you all know, we're not here next week, so join us in 2 weeks for our next show on October 27th.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube to be notified anytime we come live. I remain your one truly African son, Alvin.
And I'm a Jeffrey, just regular Jeff. And we'll see you next time on Reel to Reel.